Vamos allá.
Sobre la verja cuadrangular.
Vamos allá.
We're at the beautiful Yankee Stadium, one of the world's great venues for sporting events. We welcome you to New York City. The American League, Yankees, the National League, Mets. Now there's a rivalry. 2K Sports and Major League Baseball welcomes you. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crook. Now the Yankees starting pitcher. Steve, as he faces this Mets lineup today, what do you think his thoughts are?
Got a good right-hander on the mound and a good lineup that he's facing right here. And it's going to come down to execution on either side to see who prevails.
Terry Collins has set the lineup in. Here it is.
That's a prodigious lineup right here.
Vamos allá, vamos allá.
Here, names that everybody recognizes. A lot of threats in this lineup and no breaks for the opposing pitcher.
Leadoff man in the box. He prepares to lead off this game.
Center fielder, number 13.
Starts him off with one at the knees for a strike.
They just plain old fooled him right there. He must have been looking for something else. Hit his spot perfectly with that changeup.
On the way. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. And Lugo's there. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out. Here's a look at how the Yankees will match up defensively. Thoughts, John? Anybody standing up?
Well, Troy Tulowitzki's always a standout on the field. One, because he's such a tall shortstop, but he plays like a guy half his size, covers a lot of ground, and we know that arm, once he gets it, you're done.
Shortstop up.
Well, last year the Mets had a hard time getting anything going for an extended period of time. But one area of success, they did have 43 wins on the road in 2011, second best in the National League East.
Here's a swing and a ball hit high into the air, deep right field, way back there. It is long gone. Goodbye home run. The Mets are on with a long ball. And the first run of the ball game. Wow, it comes with a solo home run and a 1-0 lead.
CARIBE Francisco Indoors.
A great piece of hitting right there. He turns on that one, rotates the hips, and drives the ball.
And that's going to give them the lead here, and an early lead.
I'm going to see if they can tack on a few more here in the first and put the pressure on.
Now batting.
And it's Marte batting. You take a look at the Mets' success on the road. Comes down to the offense. Trying to translate those numbers into runs, Steve.
Oh, that's right, Gary. They did not pitch very well.
He swings, hits a ball to right field. That's the second out of the inning.
Boy, got underneath it, hit it right up the chute. The second baseman able to make the play easy.
At the plate, their rookie first baseman. Here's the delivery. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, you see that pitch coming in, and it starts at the center of the plate, and all of a sudden, as soon as you start your swing, that's when that slider starts breaking away, gets out of the strike zone away. He can't stop his swing, and swings and misses.
Line drive fouled off towards first. Change up. Thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Count those rings. That's real high. Count those rings.
And he got good wood up the middle. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Off to a good start here. They put one over in the first. The Mets on top, 1-0.
Now batting for the New York
Doing the pitching, Koji Uehara. He's starting the game for New York. Steve, what do you think his strategy is going to be against this Yankees lineup?
Well, the offense is going to be important to support this good right-handed pitcher on the mound today. He's facing a great lineup. This team could put some runs up on the board. So if his club could score early, it could take some of the pressure off of him and allow him to get in the strike zone a little earlier in the count.
Oh, really extended his arms that time, but 0-2. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
You know what I like about this is on 0-2, he didn't mess around. He didn't try to nibble to get him chase off the plate. He goes right at him and just gets the strikeout.
And Troy Tulowitzki, he'll dig in with 1 away.
Well, I think one of the best rivalries in baseball, the Subway Series and interleague play. These two teams, of course, met in the tooth.
Hit in the dirt. Number 12. That's 2 gone. Now we'll take a look at the lineup for the Yankees. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, there isn't a whole lot that Troy Tulowitzki can't do on a baseball field. That rare combination of a shortstop with great range, a plus arm. But what I like about him is not many shortstops can hit fourth in the lineup and be your top run producer. He can do that for his team.
And it's Jeremy Hermida at the plate. And certainly it is the talk of the town. As Steve was mentioning, Mets and Yankees, when they get together, it really ignites the entire city, especially when the teams are going back and forth on buses through the interstate system in New York, John.
Yeah, and the Yankees would take 4 of their 6 meetings and go on to win their division while the Mets struggled. But it's always fun when these two teams meet.
That's hit foul by Soto. One pitch, a sinker taken for a strike, 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. There's a ground ball. Throws to first, side is retired. And a good half inning there, gone in short order in this one. Mets 1, the Yankees nothing. Middle of the lineup, due up. It's a nice day here, a little bit on the chilly side, but certainly not enough to detract from the game. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a changeup, looked at 0-1. There's a swing and a liner towards first. That should be a base hit. This one rolls through to the wall.
Coming to bat for the New York Mets.
Well, great hitters get hits at just the right time. And this double right here with no one down is a nice leadoff hit to get the offense rolling early here in this inning.
And their number 6 hitter. Here we go with a little breakdown on the types of pitches that he's throwing on the mound that are hit hard on the ground to short. They apply the tag. He is out at third.
As a base runner, if the ball's hit in front of you, you're not supposed to try to advance. He does there. The shortstop with a heads-up play guns him out at third.
Number 7 man at the plate. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
And there's 1 and 2. They pull off the double play. How about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys. Tremendous. And the Yankees, it'll be their turn coming up. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Clark. Line shot into center field, and it's in there for the Yankees. They're first. He's going to try to stretch it.
Well, this guy's got a lot of speed over there at first base, and it's not going to be surprised to see him off and running to try to steal this base.
Now we've got Rizzo here.
They're going to have to give him the green light at first base. He has good speed. They're down by a run. He's got to get in scoring position.
Squares to bunt, doesn't offer. Ball 1. A 1-0 pitch. Drops down a bunt. Number 24. And his throw is in time for out number 1.
That pitch down to the zone, a good one to bunt and get on top of, and he does an exceptional job advancing the runner.
Now we're going to play a little small ball in this game.
And whatever it takes.
And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. That is fouled off by Stanton. The pitch. A shot up the middle. 2 away.
Now this shortstop makes it look easy, but there's nothing easy about that. Those hard line drives often are like knuckleballs coming at him, but he made the play.
And it's Lugo batting. And it's fouled off. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 there. Uehara way ahead of the count.
Well, as a hitter, when a guy has a good fastball, you think you have to swing a lot harder to try to catch up with it. You really don't, but he did right there, and that's why he blew it past him.
And that half inning finished with a strikeout. And so out of the inning, only 8 pitches thrown. That's pretty efficient. The Yankees unable to get on the board. Up now their rookie third baseman. He'll start things off here in the 3rd inning. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1. That swung on and flied to right. Soto's there. No problem for him. That's an easy out.
Number 24.
And it's the number 9 spot. He's getting his first look at the plate. He fouls that one off. Foul! He deals. Line towards third and foul. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And it drops in for a base hit.
Now this separates the men from the boys at the plate. 0-2 count coming up with a big base hit.
You got to keep battling, and that's what he did, even though that pitch was away. Now there's center fielder at the plate. Last time up, flew out. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
It's a nice location with that fastball down in the zone. If he makes contact, it's going to be a ground ball.
On the way. Strike 2 at the knees. 0-2. Fastball got him 2 down.
Now we're going to get a chance, Gary, to see the four-seam fastball in K-Can.
And I think last couple of pitches he faced, it didn't seem like he was ready for that fastball.
Yeah, he got some off-speed pitch the previous pitch, but you should be able to expect to get the bat on that heater, especially with 2 strikes.
Towards center field, and that one is in there. His second hit today. The throw, safe at second. He gets in there, plenty of time. Fantastic chance here.
Well, a great piece of work right there to get that double and put himself in scoring position. He got a fastball and took a good rip at it. Nice, short, compact swing.
And it's Marte batting. Flew out last time. Number 35. He's called on to do the hurling now. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
I'm not quite sure why you make this switch so soon. I guess the manager knows his players better than we do, but it's certainly not obvious why you make this move.
And he dives back safely. He delivers. Second pitch, waves at the fastball, and suddenly it's strike 2. Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. They give 2 men in scoring position. Couple of hits, can't get them home though. Mets 1, the Yankees nothing.
At the plate for the New York Yankees, number 11.
Here's the pitch. Swings and misses. The sinker, 0-1.
You know, his trends show that in an 0-1 count, he tends to like to come back with a fastball.
Swung, ground ball to short. Number 12. Over to first for out number 1.
Number 39.
Now their rookie catcher at the plate. Fouled off. Here it comes. Swing and a miss at that fastball. No balls, 2 strikes.
Great stuff from the pitcher. Now he's ahead 0-2. He can go in so many different directions.
Swing and a miss on the splitter. Out number 2.
Well, he made it look easy right there. Slicing and dicing, just attacking the strike zone. 3 pitches, all for strikes. Sit down.
Back up the middle. Makes its way through for a single. So that brings up Troy Tulowitzki.
Well, the last thing you want to do is have a quick inning. That 2-out hit right there will prolong the inning. Great piece of hitting.
Ground out victim last time through. Gets away from him. And he takes off for second. He throws. And he gets there in time. Second base. So they can't make the play.
Well, listen, it's all about advancing base runners in the game. You got to make plays defensively, but that error cost him, and he came out of his hand wrong, and the ball sailed on him.
Check swing, strike 3 called. Side retired. So they pick up a hit, but leave a man at second and fail to score. No runs yet for the Yankees. Cleanup batter. You'll have next. And the first baseman in. He'll start things off here, inning number 4. And he starts him out. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
This is why changing speeds is so important for a pitcher. You get the hitter off balance, even more effective when it's down in the zone.
And it goes foul. Ball! Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss on the sinker. One away.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there. Hard to get that much break on it.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
Up again now, the number 5 spot. Had a double his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Swinging and a miss, and he falls behind on the count 0-1.
Well, his timing is just off right now. He swung way late on that cutter.
The pitch. Hit in the air, in right, foul territory. Thought he could make a play there, but it didn't happen. Swinging a high bouncer to second. Torres in time for the out.
For the New York Mets, left fielder, number 10.
In the box again, their left fielder. Bounced into a fielder's choices last time.
Here we go, Yankees.
The first pitch. Hit in the air. This one's going well into the stands, off to the right. Couldn't pull the trigger in time. He's behind 0-2. Good cutter there, but it's 1-2 now.
Good running movement on that pitch, in on the hands for the hitter. He laid off it, couldn't do anything with it anyways.
One-two pitch coming. Makes contact. It is going to be fouled. That fly ball deep and off to the left. Cutter almost rung him up, but it's 2-2. Pitch on the way. Swing sits this one pretty well, deep right center. And that's out number 3. Good defensive half inning there, no hits allowed. And the Yankees, it'll be their turn coming up. And the 3-hole will be coming right.
Coming to bat for the New York Mets.
It's going to be Soto now.
Number 22.
Here's the first pitch.
Soto.
Nice reflexes there to keep that one under control. That one was in the dirt. Here's the 1-0. There's a swing and a ground ball. Number 20. And they get him at first base. Good hustle by the pitcher to get over there.
Now, great work by the pitcher there. He's normally not called upon to play first base. He does a nice job completing the task and getting the out.
Cleanup man in the box again. He had a single in his last time up. Sinker misses badly. 1-0.
Look, we're into the 4th inning right now, and as you start to flip the lineup over again, now they've only gotten 2 hits, so they're going to have to really evaluate what they should be looking for at the plate, and maybe they need to be a little bit more patient and make them work.
And he fouls another one off. The 1-2 pitch. Smacked that one. He got her right up the middle. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. He makes a terrific play and a fine throw.
Well, this should have been a base hit. The hitter thought the ball was going through, but a tremendous effort keeping it in the infield and getting the out.
Now we've got Rizzo here. Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilizing his arsenal of pitches.
I think he's throwing that curveball.
Lined right at the second baseman. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Well, that was a quick inning right there. 7 pitchers. The Yankees unable to get on the board. Up again their DH. 0 for 1 thus far. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Cutter just misses. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. There's a swing and a drive. Deep right field. Soto's there as he drops back for it and puts it away. And the number 8 spot rolls around. Last time up, blew up. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. The pitch. Hit up the middle. And it's through. That's a base hit.
Well, with one out here and a guy on first base, the last thing you want to do is hit into a double play. Let's see if he can stay away from that.
Catcher up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 so far. Now the first pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And what a catch, a spectacular out. You can't be worried about getting hurt or getting dirty when you make a play like that.
Well, the ball was tailing away from him, and he had a lot of ground to cover, but he was able to get there.
And it rolls around to the top again. Struck out swinging his last time up. Two outs and a man on first. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here. So there's a hard comebacker right through the center. Throw over to second base. A force to retire the side. It's called short work of 3. Took 6 pitches. Mets 1. The Yankees nothing. We'll have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up next.
Stepping up to the plate.
And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. Steve, let's take a look at those numbers off the mound.
You know, when he's throwing the ball down on the zone like this, these lefty hitters have to stay behind the ball to drive it. They just don't seem able to do that. They keep swinging and hitting the top part of the ball.
And Marte brings that one in.
Good first step movement by the right fielder. Good angle to run this one down and make a nice running catch.
And it's Lugo batting. 0 for 1 thus far. That's a foul ball.
Let's go, Yankees.
Swing and a ball popped foul to the left side. And another foul ball.
Well, a nice defensive approach right there. A pitch down in the strike zone below the knees, but he couldn't take that chance, and he just gets enough on it to foul it off.
Number 1. 2 away. They get the out at first base by that much.
You know, it's such a close play. Umpires look and listen to see if they can hear the ball hit the mitt before the foot hits the base.
The rookie shortstop in. Now, so much has been working for this man on the mound today. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And he can't pull it in. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. He's heading for third.
You'll take getting on base anytime, any inning. It just doesn't matter. And here with this double, maybe it's a chance to get a 2-out rally started.
Number 9 spot at the plate again. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. And here's the first one. It's strike 1. Can't make contact on the fastball.
Gary, he's not felt any pressure out there on the mound. The defense has not felt that much pressure either. Been only one runner left on base, and you know we're moving through the middle part of this ball game, so you know they're doing a nice job shutting down this offense.
Footer that time misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, he's real aggressive on the 2-1 count, Gary, so I'm figuring I'm going to use that aggressiveness against him and see if I can't get him to chase my pitch.
That looks like a single. Got to try to make it home here. And he scores. And he is out at second. So they pick up a run on 2 hits and leave no one on. Tie ball game in New York. It'll be batters 2 through 4 due up next.
Now batting with the New York.
There's shortstop in the box. He homered earlier in the ball game. First pitch to him. First pitch inside. Ball 1.
Good running movement on that pitch in on the hands for the hitter. He laid off it. Couldn't do anything with it anyways.
Fouled away. Here's the pitch. Swings and hits this one deep down the line and left. As he drops back and puts it away.
Well, this ball was well struck, but it stays in the ballpark. The left fielder is able to range back and make the catch.
And it's Marte batting. Struck out swinging last time. Watches a changeup go by for strike one.
Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball. It just comes out so much slower.
Torres. That's two gone.
With the New York Mets, first base, number 20.
And the first baseman in. Struck out swinging his last time up. Here's the first one. That's a called strike. 0-1.
You know, typically he comes back with an 0-1 fastball. As a hitter, you've got to sit on that pitch and look to drive it.
Sinker, called strike, now 0-2.
Well, that's textbook use of the sinker. Down and away, pounding the strike zone. Good pitch.
Line shot into center field. He dives. Oh, what a play. Save your arm. Do it by pitching only 8 times in 1 inning, 3 outs. You're still tied here in New York. Top of the lineup coming up.
Batting for the New York
In the box, their third baseman.
number 26.
Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Splitter just misses. 1-0. How's he using the strike zone to his advantage? Here's a quick look at how he's been mixing locations.
Well, he's wanting to keep the ball down, and that's a smart thing, but he's been going too far down in the strike zone. He's missing a lot more than he usually does.
Well, even if the ball's down in the zone, though, he's got to keep it to the edges. He's leaving it too much over the middle part of the plate. Even though it's down, he's got to work an edge.
This one hit, and a long foul ball down the left side. 1-2 pitch coming. Pulls off in the splitter. 2-2. The pitch. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. That's one away.
Well, this is why you swing the outfielders around to right field. That's where his strength is. That's where he hits it. That's where he did hit it. It's an out.
And Troy Tulowitzki to bat.
One impressive thing.
That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out.
Well, they followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
And it's Jeremy Hermida at the plate. He sends this one in the air towards center. And that's the third out. That'll do it. 7 pitches and it's done. That's how you. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. There's the throw. Not in time. In there at third.
Well, this is the way you want to kick off an inning right here. He hits the ball right out of the box. He's thinking triple, and that's what he gets.
And their rookie left fielder at the plate. He flew out his last time up. Number 57 gets the call to come in and take the baseball. He's coming on in relief for the Yankees.
This is where the manager earns his money. Let's see if this move pays off.
And that looks like an RBI and a single.
Now up to the plate.
Well, that very well could be the key at bat of this ball game. They summon in their man in from the pen. He can't get the job done, and now his club finds itself behind.
In the box now, their rookie DH. Steve, really good vibes here. Hitting is contagious, and when you do it late in a ball game and he swings, hits a ball to right field. That's one down.
They had him played perfectly. You pitch to your defense. They hit the right spot with the pitcher. The outfielder was where he should be. They make the out.
And the number 8 spot rolls around. 1 for 2 in the ball game. They set up away. Cutter misses. 1-0.
That's a good pitch with a cut fastball. When you're throwing this pitch, you want to start it on the corner, run it off the plate.
Hit hard to second. The diving stop. Andy's up with it. And he throws on to second for the force. What a play. Nice diving stop to get that force at second base.
Well, pretty darn good play right there to track it down, then pivot and get the force.
Catcher up to the plate. Last time up, flew out. Here's the pitch. Swung and a fly ball. And Lugo's there. That's caught. Side is retired. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. Mets take this brand new lead to the next half inning.
Now under the plate.
Now their center fielder at the plate. Now this is kind of an interesting breakdown. You take a look at the pitch types that were thrown that have been hit for a base hit or better.
Well, the pitch I've been watching is the splitter. It's been hit 2 times over the course of the game.
You know, with a few runs he's given up, I'm not sure that a pair of hits is really a big concern for him. He's come out of the gate strong and has definitely been in control when he's gone at the hitters.
There's a swing high and deep into center field. Way back there. And goodbye. The Yankees are on top. And they did exactly what they wanted to do with that big fly ball. They've evened it up. That home run coming to the bases empty. We look at the WPA draft.
You want to talk about coming through for your team in a critical situation. Perfect example of it right there.
You know, sometimes you get a feeling in a game, Steve, that things like this are going to happen, and you had the sense this was coming.
Well, it's not over yet, but this has been some kind of battle between these two clubs. Well, this is a big inning right here for the Yankees, tying this game up and putting themselves in a position now to possibly win the game.
Line drive. That's foul towards first. And Steve, big-time action here. Boy, you talk about a fly ball that brought people to their feet. That one did.
Well, that's exactly right. Now the pitching has to be very careful because we've got a brand new ball game.
Here's the delivery. Hot shot towards the hole. In time for the out.
To the plate for the New York Yankees. Designated hitter, number 27.
And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. 0 for 2 thus far. And he starts him out. Sinker swung on, missed. 0-1. That one goes foul. Swung on, missed, curveball, struck him out, 2 down. Boy, those strikeouts so important coming late in the ball game. Keeps that confidence up.
They tell you that strikeouts add to the pitch count, but a 3-pitch strikeout right there, he can go forever on that one.
And it's Lugo batting. Grounded out last time. And that's another foul ball. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
Gave him a fastball that time, but it's outside. 3-2. And here's the 3-2. Lays off that one, misses. Ball 4.
Well, you know, the pitcher's really tired right now, and you have to think that his confidence is a little bit shaken. That long at bat right there, he had a chance to put the hitter away, and now he has to go from the stretch to try to keep this inning from getting out of hand.
Strike started off the at bat 0-1.
Well, that last at bat could be the most critical at bat in this game. A walk, good at bat. Now the go-ahead run on first base, Gary.
That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. Struck him out, and he's still going to make it down to first base.
Well, Gary, they're able to capitalize on this mistake. The catcher's got to keep it in front, knock it down. Couldn't get the out. We'll see how it impacts the outcome of this game.
And now an extra out in this inning. Number 9 spot at the plate again. Singled home a run in his last at bat. 2 men on and 2 men out. And the first pitch. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1.
Well, that's a huge swing right there. He was looking for a fastball, but just couldn't quite catch up to it. Great pitch.
And he swings and hits this one foul. Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the changeup, but it's 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Oh, thought he had him that time. Holds off though. It's 2-2. He's ready. The 2-2 pitch. And he tries to check his swing. They say he did. The appeal though is going to go to first. Just barely. He did hold up. He survives. Call made at first. And that misses. Ball 4. He has loaded him up.
Well, the hardest thing to do when you have an at-bat that lasts this long is sometimes you have a tendency to be impatient and chase one. Give the hitter a lot of credit. It was a close pitch, but he laid off of it to earn that walk.
Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
First pitch on the way. Swings on that first pitch. Misses the fastball. 0-1.
Oh, Gary, 1 run in this inning already, in his second walk right there. You have to think that this is starting to unravel on him.
Up with it. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So they pick up a run on the home run and pull even. Tie ball game in New York. And it rolls around to the top again.
Number 13.
Here's the pitch. Cut fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, as a hitter, if you're looking for something off speed, you don't swing at anything hard. But that's what he did. He wasn't expecting that speed, and he swung late.
Keeps it down that time. 0-2.
Well, he doesn't like to mess around. You get 0-2 on him, he's coming at you with the fastball.
Just saw him off with that one, but he missed. 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Line drive fouled off towards first. Hit up the middle. He dives and gets it. Throws in time to first. What a play. In fact, he had a dive and still had time to get up and make the throw. That's how hard that was hit.
Well, the accuracy of that throw is what's tremendous. When you're moving that quickly, rushing to get to your feet, it's awfully tough to be that accurate.
Number 2 spot in the lineup up again. Homered back in the first inning. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to center field. 2 away. And it's Marte batting. Grounded out his last time through. Let's that breaking ball go outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. And it's fouled off. Swing and lined up the middle. And that is in there. The go-ahead run on base.
You have 2 outs in the inning. Your job is to get on base any way you can. Now they have the go-ahead run on base.
Cleanup man in the box again. He'll be seeking his first hit of the game. Not a lot of luck so far. Oh, there he goes for second. Strike 1. Safe. He gets in there.
Well, he had a great jump right there. Great acceleration. They couldn't get him with the throw.
That's a great secondary lead that allowed him to get in easily. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a smash. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. They pick up no runs on 1 hit and leave a man at second. Still tied here in New York. 2-hole to get things started next. Going to be Torres now. 0 for 3 to this point. The pitch. Should have let that one go by. Hits the dirt, but it's a strike on a swing. It's hit foul by Torres. Hit sharply down the line. One away now. And it's Jeremy Hermida now. Blew out last time. Here's the first pitch. And that swung on and missed. 0-1. Here's a swing and he pops him up. That one's put away. Now 2 down.
Well, the hitter's not going to be happy with himself there. He got his pitch to hit, but too far out in front, too anxious, just skied it to third for an easy out.
The first pitch. Swings and misses. The splitter. 0-1. It's fouled off. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, the starting pitcher right now is over 80 pitches, and this is a time when the manager and the pitching coach have to keep an eye and see if his velocity is dropping. If it is, you might want to think about getting him out.
He was able to ring up that K, and that's going to get him out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. Tie ball game in New York.
Gary, this is where the legends of the game make their marks.
Well, we're in the top half of the last inning. This ball game tied up, so the potential go-ahead is up there.
Now, this is what you're playing for. You can throw all the scouting reports, everything out the door. It's 1 against 1. Who can win it?
Up the middle. And that is in there. The go-ahead run on board.
He's talking about a guy who's swinging a pretty hot bat right now. His third hit of this ball game, and it comes with nobody out in the inning.
6 slide up at the plate again. Well, he digs in here, Steve, and there's a swing and a smash. 1 away now, and he'll have to hold at first. And the number 7 batter in the box. He's batting now late in this game. Only 1 out. And the deep. There's a swing, line drive, center field, and that's through a base hit.
Now showing aggressiveness early in the count all over that 0-0 pitch. Ripping the fastball to center.
In the box, their third baseman. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Schmidt is going to come on and pitch now. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, in the late innings, now it's time for the managers to match wits to see who can best utilize his bench and his bullpen to win this game. Well, Gary shouldn't pay too much attention to the runner at second because he doesn't have the kind of speed necessary to steal third base. Focus on the hitter.
Low pitch from Schmidt for a ball.
Wow, he had some good bite on that one right there, but the hitter wouldn't chase it.
There's a swing and a ball into straightaway center. This ball is tagged. Gone. Goodbye. A 3-run shot. They were tied. Now up by 3. That's a big knock. Let's look at how that 3-run shot affects their chances. Chance at a victory charted on our WPA graph.
That's a huge hit for this team. It puts them ahead here in the 9th.
Well, you can't ask for a bigger hit at a more important time than that one was.
Oh, no question about it. Now they've got a chance to put this one in the win column, but it's not over yet. Those Mets offense turns it on at the right time out in front. Now they want to see if they can't tack on some more runs.
Sinker just missed. 1-0. You never get enough, but it certainly doesn't hurt to extend the lead like this.
Well, stranger things can happen, but it's going to be an uphill climb for them to come back now.
A swing and a foul off to the right side. Smash towards the hole. Torres. In time for the out. Now their center fielder at the plate. Ground out victim last time through. Here's the delivery. Starts him out with a sinker for a strike.
You throw the sinker ball to get the ground ball out. He got the called strike right there. If they swing, he's going to get his share of ground balls.
0-1 is a sinker in there. Called strike. And that's strike 3, and mercifully so. Inning comes to a close with big-time damage done. So they break through with 3 runs and open up a 3-run lead. Mets take this brand new lead to the next half inning. And we've got Rizzo here. 0 for 2 thus far. Number 39 will be their new pitcher. That swung on and flied to right. And that's number 1.
2 outs remaining in this game. You're up by 3 runs. I think right now you just want to make plays. Don't walk anybody and catch the ball. Get out. Straight outs for runs.
And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
You got the hitter down in a hole. You know he struggles with sliders when he's behind in the count. You got to throw him the slider.
Stanton fouls it off again.
Well, you can tell right there that the batter is in protection mode. Anything close, he's just trying to put it in play. The fact that he fouled it off will keep this at-bat going.
Now it's 2 away. Great reaction time to end up with that in the glove.
Well, it's a game of seconds, of split seconds, and his reactions allowed him to make that play.
And it's Lugo batting. Walked in his last plate appearance. And this is bounced foul to the left side. That swung on a liner here. And that's a base hit. Lugo on.
Well, late in the game and you're behind by a few runs, you're going to need base runners, and a 2-out base hit right here. This team needs to string a few more together if they want to try to tie this one up.
Their shortstop in the box, trying to get here, just 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch, and he misses the fastball, strike 1.
Well, that's some kind of pitch, and you set up the target on the outside corner, and he
hit on the ground. This could be the end. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
Well, they picked up a big run in the final inning, Gary, and then held the lead, and the visiting team going home happy.
Now it's time to present our player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went big fly. All in all, it adds up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
And, Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record books. This is a good victory.
Hey, anytime you can go on the road and beat another major league team, you've got to consider yourself fortunate.
And we hope you've enjoyed today's 2K Sports broadcast of Major League Baseball. For Steve, John, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. We will see you soon.
Sobre la verja.